5-minute trap.
Pandas, 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 pandas. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you guys are here. I'm Bye Money. Make sure you guys fill that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's going to be. And also, we just finished our pre-market show. Always have a great time there, and would love to see you guys there one day. Wrapping some stuff up on the pre-market show. 1 second. Good morning, guys. Wyatt, good morning. Idris, good morning. Chris Liu, good morning. Russell H, good morning. CJ, good morning. Wayne Bicknell, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Glad that you guys are here. We do actually have a reversal pattern here. Kind of interested in doing it. All right, break a trend to new low, and we're also at the bottom of the trading range. Hopefully coming back to the top of the trading range. Actually, it's not a bad trade. The only thing is beneath the 20 MA, which I don't like. So they can act as a type of resistance. But other than that, you know, that's pretty typical, especially in trading ranges. And so if we have a true trading range forming here, this is a nice reversal to come back to the top of the trading range here. Not a bad trade to take. I'm going to skip it. I mean, the risk is very small. It's less than 2 points. Maybe I'll take this trade. I just don't like how it's beneath the 20 MA, but let's go for it. I like the trading range that we have here. Let's see if we can get filled here though. That's the problem. And the thing is also it's pretty close to market open, so I'm not sure. But the context wise, this is not bad, right? Bottom trading range with a reversal setup, break a trend to new low, and it still hasn't scalped out yet, so I'm willing to enter this trade thinking we can get a small retracement back. But unfortunately it's going on without us, so we're gonna cancel that. Good trade there in my opinion. You got a reversal setup at the bottom of trading range. Not bad, right? Pretty good setup. Yep, it's just a little beneath the 20 EMA, but that's okay in my opinion. When it comes to, you know, the context is more important than the 20 EMA right there. The trading range indicator, you know, that's one way that you can use the trading range indicator to find out where you can find the reversal. And especially if you have a reversal set up on the trading range indicator, then that's not a bad trade to take. So you're in the bottom trading range with a reversal setup, right? MTR, major trend reversal. Jack Huckins asks, why did you call it bye-bye? Bye-bye money? Well, it's because I'm not talking to myself. When it comes to trade, every single person, there's always an opposite person of the trade you're taking. So I'm not talking to myself when I say bye-bye money. Actually, on the 10,000 tick as well, we're getting ourselves a nice two-leggy here, and we can get a nice push off here. Who knows? Two-leggy off the 20 EMA. It could be a nice uptrend. And you know, if I were to predict what's going to happen today, I'm thinking bull trend because of the fact that this H4 triggered. We have the higher low setup now. And I'm thinking we can have a big push up back to the top of the trading range on the daily chart. It might seem ridiculous to think that, especially with the economic conditions we're in, but with the price action, we know 4 pushes down typically leads to a nice reversal here. So I'm thinking we're gonna probably come back up, maybe even fill the gap on the daily here, and we'll see. But I think we might have a nice bull trend day today. Who knows though? We gotta let the price action tell us more information bar by bar. So I think we're gonna have a nice bull trend because we broke above yesterday's high, triggering on the daily H4 setup to go long. That's what I think. But we shall see. Market's about to open in 5 minutes, so currently we are in a very good uptrend, in my opinion. You know. How should I mark this? I don't even know how to mark this here. If anything, it could be like this, break a trend. It might make a new high here. I wouldn't be shocked if that's our setup right now. Mainly because, like, you know, if I just actually had this down here on this pivot, either of these pivots, like I said, let's just this pivot, you know, we're actually got to bounce off that pivot here, or this trend line now. Nice push up, maybe coming back to the top of the trading range. Again, the 10,000 tick, having this nice two-leggy off of the 20 EMA here. Nice signal bar, inside bar, breaks out to the upside. And we can have an uptrend today. I'm not sure though, we'll see. Good morning, guys, good morning. I hope you guys took advantage of the flash sale on Apex while it lasted. Yeah, what a nice move up. You know, that's what I was thinking. You know, trading range indicator giving us a nice trading range here. Reversal setup on the bottom of it, coming back to the top of the trading range. That's a nice, how many point swing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-point swing, almost 8-point swing. Carl Herman says, happy Friday, need to make some whiskey money. Let's go, baby. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm just hanging out right now. I mean, I'm just waiting for a good setup right now. Market's about to open. 3 minutes. Nice push up, break of trend here, but MTR after that break of trend. Looking for the new high. So the higher time frame, that is just a two-leggy off of the 20 MA, right? All of that noise. Yeah, actually this 3 here on the 10K chart that happened at 3:30 in the morning, right? Basically a major trend reversal setup. Could actually have a nice push up because of this. Like, you know, we might have already seen the low of today. Charles Wilson just passed 3 eval accounts. Let's go, baby. We missed the top of the trade range by like a tick, which is annoying. Like if you're just holding your position just to, you know, get filled where you think is gonna go, the target. Comes back down. Huh. The 10K chart, actually, there's no follow through. We want some follow through after this two leggy if we want a continuation. Instead, it's starting to reverse and actually might create another trap here. It's not a place where I would actually look for a short trade, to be honest. It's not the, you know, it's not where I would look for a short. So, you know, I wouldn't take this trap plus it's above the 20 MA. But maybe a higher low setup on the 10K chart might trigger here. You're still looking for a new high, in my opinion. Comes from the top, almost to the top of the trade range to the bottom trade range, but missed it by one tick. For those who are trading this trading range, they just come and buy it here at the bottom. But I think it's going to trigger. I think this reversal is going to trigger on the 10K. It does trigger here. Could create a higher low setup, a higher low second entry long on the 10K chart. Kid Poker says, I have a new strategy. I call them reverse trades. Works so good. Does reverse trades... Oh, market just opened. Let's see what we have here. Who knows what's going to happen today? Big push down. Big push down, actually breaking below this pivot low. What's my next setup here? What am I looking for? Decent push up. Another second entry long on the 10K chart. Could be a strong push up here. Good signal bar as well. 10K chart. It's another push up. Good signal bar off the 20 MA with a rising 20 MA on the 10K chart. Good morning, guys. Jeff, good morning. H Cal says, what is the best volume indicator to use? Volume indicator. Not sure. We use only pure price action here, and kind of what we're doing is we're trading the volume itself because we're using tick charts. And so this is a price action with the volume. Unsure what's happening here. I'm not sure what the market wants to do. I almost would take another second entry long here. Pikachu trade. Higher low setup. Strong bull bar ending on high. People might be always in long right here. I will take a trap trade to the long side. Second entry fail. Second entry short. I would look to go long here with fail second entry short. Potential fail second entry short here. Looking to go long. We're still above the 20 EMA on the 10K chart, making me think we're still bullish here. Still second entry long. Terrible signal bar now. Very bad signal bar. I would like a better signal bar than that if I were looking to the long. Does trigger anyways and pushes up. The signal bar was too ugly for me. Right, this bear bar ending near its low. I cannot go long with a signal bar like that. I'm sorry. It's getting choppy now, so almost want to sit on my pause until we get out of this chop, right? How many overlapping bars? We've been like in this tight range, basically creating a type of triangle here. Means breakout mode. I mean, I think we're bullish still. We're still above the 20 EMA on the 10K chart. Still above the 20 EMA, balancing off the 20 EMA every single time. And until, proven otherwise, as I'm thinking, we are in a uptrend. Close beneath the 20 EMA, so premise could be changing now. Breaking down this triangle. You might want to ask yourself, how do you trade these breakout modes, right? Triangles, any consolidation patterns, like how do you trade them? And typically you want to fade the breakout, especially if it goes opposite of the original trend. So what was the original trend here? I'm guessing the original trend was actually an uptrend, or it could be a downtrend. This is difficult because I actually don't know what the original trend is before entering into this triangle. It's a little hard to say. Got two pushes down. All right, the 10K now, we're trading underneath the 20 EMA, making me confused, making me think we might be starting to reverse this. But 4 pushes down. Actually want to try one more reversal here. And if it does push above, it could be a very strong push up with 4 pushes down. Right, it's just a small pullback on this uptrend here. But now we're breaking pretty far beneath the 20 EMA on the 10K chart. Right, 3 pushes down now, which is not typical, but could be creating a wedge of some sort. Wedge here, wedge here. Wedge is basically just 3 pushes down. Strong push down. Yeah, I'm like no longer thinking that this is a failed breakdown. This is a true breakdown, and we could have a bear trend day right now. Who knows? Very confusing. The 5-minute chart just looks like this. Right, strong bear bars ending near their low. Pretty strong push down. We could have an opening reversal. It's only been the first 7 minutes. In the 10K chart, we have a trading range. Maybe come back to the bottom of the trading range on the 10K chart. It's a pretty strong push down here. You know, I basically won't be looking for long until we come clearly above the 20 MA. So we had this triangle that broke downwards. Maybe looking for some sort of measure move from the breakdown area. Could be even the height of this triangle. And a pullback, the breakout area again. Coming above the 20 MA. Closing above the 20 MA. Now we can consider this to maybe the move is done, the breakout move is done. Could push up higher now. H4 triggers on the 10K chart. H4, right? 4 pushes down, then reverses underneath the 20 MA. So I'm not sure if we're still bullish yet. Basically, no setups for me right now, right? We started off the day with just this triangle, and it's hard to trade these triangles because you're basically, you know, gambling on which side is going to break out. We want to trade after the breakout happens and use that to our advantage. Right now, I believe the 50%, the BBM 50 now only gives you 50% off. We might have a trap trade here. Could consider going long here. Maybe if we get a decent trap trade. Micro double bottom. Micro double bottom. You can see here. So if you're new to the channel, basically I read the price action bar by bar. And I'm going to just give you as much information as I can per bar. And I thinking that the price action itself is going to give us enough information. Now look at this consolidation. Expanding triangle, another breakout mode. Breaks out to the upside here. Unfortunately, we didn't trigger the second entry short so we can enter this trap trade. But this was basically, you know, the setup that we wanted, except it just didn't happen. We make it the trap trade here. 3 pushes, the third push up. Potentially here. Big push down. Kind of want to go long here, but it's looking a little choppy. You know what? I'm gonna skip it. The risk is really large here. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5-point risk. I actually still want to go long here. I actually would have been better, maybe nice if I came with a retracement. Maybe I'll go with a higher low setup, but that retracement actually makes me want to go long still. Even this triggers here, kind of still want to go long. That's been a nice retracement to go long. Sitting on my pause, getting a little too choppy now. Higher low setup. Second entry long. Right, it's a 2-leggy. Pick what you trade. A, B, C. Second entry long. Just a little too choppy for me, so I'm not thinking entering here. I gotta let this resolve. This is too choppy. Too many overlapping bars. Right? Multiple dojis. Large wicks. We are pushing upwards here. So say you took this reversal setup, you're actually still safe, right? Because your stop loss is down here. So you actually were able to scalp out there, but this is just getting way too choppy for me. And no. Hard to trade this. Not sure what's happening here. I see that the 20 MA is acting as support now. Curious how this candle is going to finish. Looks like it's gonna finish bullish, but we gotta wait for it to finish completely. Okay, outside bar reversal. Very interesting. Pushing up higher now. Yeah, that's just got a little too choppy for me, and I didn't like it. Right? Even this long here off the 20 MA, right, second entry long, pick what you trade, A, B, C. Second entry long off the 20 MA. I didn't like it because it was just too choppy. Too many dojis. Jay Saints asks, Panda, do you know how many accounts you can trade with the copy trader? I think you can trade as many as you want. I don't think there's a limit. Big push up here now. This might be our uptrend. Starting. Giving us a nice pullback, you know, for those who wanted to enter this uptrend. Higher time frame is simply just 4 pushes down, right, on 10K chart. 5-minute chart had the big, huge bear bar, right? Actually, well, bear bar here, follow through, and then the follow through reverses. And if we break above yesterday's high, who knows? If we break above this blue line again, we might be going up a lot more here. No setups for me, just watching this market. Had this triangle, and then we had an expanding triangle. So, triangle to expansion. You may be interested in a two-legged pullback here, but also could be a break of trend to new high. Strong bull bar ending near its high. Man, these wicks confuse me. Trying to break this high. Could be a double top. I'm thinking it's gonna go higher. It's a two-leggy here, too far away from 20 May though, unfortunately. Now we're off the 20 May. Strong bear bar currently. They'll let the bar finish. Looks like it's gonna be a strong bear bar ending near its low. Yeah. Terrible signal bar. We could have break a trend to new high. That could be the case, but for me, I think this might be the beginning of an uptrend. But hard to say. Regardless, doesn't matter. Terrible signal bar. Continues to push down. This is confusing. No setups for me yet that I really like. Coming back to the bottom of the trading range on the 2000 tick chart. Absolutely incredible. No trades for me at Pandas. No trades for me. That is a trap, or that is a trap, but not one I'm interested in. Gives you 2-point scalp though. This is difficult to trade. The reason why it's difficult is because in trading range days or trading range price action market cycles is because you gotta be very quick to trade counter trend, and you know that's why it's like difficult for some people on days like this where other days is easy, because some people are just more drawn to trending days, and so their lenses are kind of fixed on that, just trending days. But some people are better at trading ranges where they're keen on finding reversals. So so if you're a person who just like loves finding reversals, then trading range days actually work for you better, because that's all it is. It's just reversals after reversals. Higher low setup. Hope you guys are doing better than me. I mean, haven't done much. All I've been doing is reading this price action, and all I see is just choppiness, and then we move down and back to choppiness. Like all these dojis, all these bars. So now, what I thought was gonna be a bull trend day today, I'm thinking this price action is more indicative of some sort of trading range, which is surprising to me. Like I thought we were gonna have a nice move up, especially on the daily chart. We got the H4 set up here, thinking we're gonna push up strongly, but right now price action is telling me something else. We do have a 2-leggy off of the 20 EMA here, but it's not one that I really like. Right? Doji bars, big wicks, hitting the bottom of the trading range. Jack Hawkins says scalping only for me, which is a good. I think it's not bad. It's not a bad thing to do. Days like this, better to probably just scalp quickly. I may start just trading the small trading ranges, buy here and sell here, just out of frustration at this point. Do we have news today? I don't know. I don't think so. No news that I see. Top of the trading range, back to the bottom of the trading range. OPEX today. I realize pandas. Did my charts look like your charts? I realize I didn't actually reload my historical. I might do that while we're chopping around like this. Should I just do it now?
10,000 tick trap.
Right now. Other than 10,000 tick chart having a nice potential reversal here. Big strong push up maybe on the 10K chart. I'm like almost about to just leave, come back in 10 minutes just to see if anything's changed. We're just in such a tight trading range right now. It's super choppy. I just, you know, and this is part of price action trading where if it's choppy, you got to recognize it's choppy and just do what you're supposed to do, which is sit on your hands.
$10,000 tick trap.
Trap on the 10K chart. My chart's gonna freeze for a little bit because it's reloading historical, so that trap might trigger. This might take a second. Be right back. All right. Charts reloaded here. Nothing's changed. All right, still choppy here. Still going from top trading range to bottom trading range, top of the trading range to bottom of the trading range. Let's see if we go back to the top of the trading range. I'm actually like tempted to almost go long here if we reverse one more time. The 5-minute chart just looks like this, just overlapping bars. Not much happening here. 10,000 tick, notice. Failed trap, failed trap, failed trap. Double failed trap. This is why I'm tempted to go long here if we get like a solid push up.
10,000 tick trap.
I'm going to trade this second entry long here, and do not copy my trades. If we actually trigger above here, the reason being is because on the 10K chart it's also like a double trap, and I'm thinking this could trigger a breakout here, and so do not copy my trades.
10,000 tick trap.
10,000 tick trap, as you can hear by the alert. Maybe second entry long here. Signal bar is pretty terrible. Pretty terrible signal bar. Ugh. I can't even go long on the signal bar like this. We will attempt it though. Like a better signal bar than this, but this might be all we're getting. Also have a double top. Might come back just to the bottom of the trading range as well. I'm just thinking if we trigger this, we're going to trigger the trap on the 10K chart. Trying to go long here. Banking on a breakout. Do not copy my trades. Looking for a breakout, potential swing trade here. And what do you know? It is reversing on me. And that's what you get trying to trade the breakout. Oh well. You got a little too impatient. Tilting here. Might be tilting, just waiting too long. Oh man, if this goes up now, I'm gonna be upset. If this goes up now, I'm gonna be upset. Oh, pandas. Whew. Tilting. Now it goes. It wants to go. Stop me out, and then now it goes. Pandas. Pandas, my pandas. And that's how it goes. Not reversing. Not too bad. Not too mad now. Seems like that's failing. The 20 EMA might act as a... Okay. Big push down. Back to the bottom of the trading range. Amazing. Who would have guessed? And that's tricky because you would have thought it would come bottom of the trading range with this setup. Got a little too impatient there. Might be one of those days. I mean, look at this. I guess at the end it looks kind of easy, right? Just from the top to the bottom, back to the top. I should just listen to my trading range indicator. Why do I not listen to my own indicator, pandas? Why is it so hard? I'm about to go on tilt. This is just way too slow. Days like this, I should just walk away and just come back like 3 hours later. Lee says all free money anyways. Yep, risk free. 100%. Bottom of the trading range, maybe back to the top of the trading range. The 20 EMA is coming down. It is a higher low setup, but I'm actually not really good at trading these kind of ranges. I always look out for breakouts, always look out for like big trends. Days like this, always like, and the thing is, it's like when I do, like, let's say I do go long here, I do decide to go long, it most likely will stop me out. Huge signal bar here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5-point risk. If we get another failure, right, 3 failures down and reverses, I'll consider going long. Like this, 1, 2, 3 times fails to break out. This might be a nice second entry short here, just to go short. But we're not in a trending market, so hard for me to enter a continuation. But it's off the 20 MA, right? 20 MA is acting as a type of resistance here. Micro triple bottom. Okay, so it breaks down. If this reverses up, maybe I'll go long. The signal bar is not too good though, and you're talking about rather large risk. Alright, this second entry short ends up giving you a nice little swing trade here. A, B, C. But, I mean, it could have been the strong bear bar. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure what's going to happen. Pandas! This is torture. Big push down. 10K chart. Coming back to the bottom of the trading range on the 10K chart. Oh man, that's a interesting setup here. I don't know. 1, 2, 3 traps in a row, pretty much, on the 10K chart. Pretty rare for that to happen. You know what? The 5-minute chart is simple. It was just a reversal pattern on the 5-minute, huh? Big push down now. Sorry. Again, I just told you all of the secrets of trading, but unfortunately I was muted. Basically, I was just saying it's just a fail second entry long on the 5-minute chart. That's all it is. Big push down. Strong bear bar ending near its low. 5 seconds left. Most likely follow through. So now if you're always in short, when you see a bar like this, you're thinking, maybe I should stop being always in short and start changing my premise. You're starting to see pullbacks now. Could have came out break even if you went always in short here. You know, right to close, come out. Well, could have came out with a scalp actually, but I know I'm down like 900, but it's because no setups other than the one I thought we were gonna break out ends up reversing violently, and you know, just come out with a small stop loss, 4-point stop, less than a 4-point stop loss. That means with 2 scalps I can get out of this red, but we'll see. No setups yet for me. It seems like you guys had a tough week this week. Yeah, I mean the volatility's been crazy. I mean, who would have known, you know, like 2 days ago that would have like almost a 4, we had like a 4% red day. Who would have guessed that would happen? But man, look at this consolidation. Just right at the open, just a massive consolidation. We have a 2-leggy here. Potentially a 2-legged pullback on a downtrend. No 2-legged pullback. No 2-legged for you. That's what the market said. Can't count this because it breaks below this pivot, so it counts reset. So no 2-legged pullback. Just watching this. No setups. About to go on tilt though. Abdel Bari Raji says, feels like there's an algo hunting 2-legged pullback community. That's what it seems like. It might seem like that, but honestly, the institutions don't care what we do here. If every single one of us do the exact same trades, they would not care. We do not have enough influence at all. Even Al Brooks couldn't move the markets or have the institutions notice him. Interesting. We have a 2-leggy here. The worst signal bar I can imagine. It's just bull bar ending on its high, about 4 points large. Right, this is a signal bar right now. And yeah, like I'm not going short on a signal bar that looks like this. Even though it's below 20, even though it's a downtrend, it's just a signal bar. I cannot go short against that. Basically, it's creating a trading range, right, with these 2 bars. You know, up, down. So potentially Failed breakdown, comes back up. Going right back into chop. This lower high setup, I may be interested in going short here with a lower high setup. Maybe with this lower high setup, might be interested in going short. But now it's getting way too choppy. But we're clearly beneath the 20 MA. I typically don't take these lower high setups in situations like this. Like this doesn't look like what I want it to look like if I want to take a lower high setup. Lower high setups, you know, typically look like, you know, something like this, you know, with like the 20 MA hitting at the lower high setup. That looks nice. This looks choppy. Lower high setup disappears anyways. What I mean, straight downtrend, straight into just sideways consolidation. I mean, most likely we'll continue this downtrend, but I mean, I can't. There's no setup for me. DX says Michael Chin is the market. Nick says Michael Chin can move the market. Almighty Michael Chin. Did not say his name in vain. Big push up. I mean, am I looking for a reversal here? I don't know. Clearly above the 20 May. Corey W says, I love how you use self-talk to keep yourself focused on taking your proper setups. And obviously it's working out well for me with my negative $937 today. I mean, it's just one of those markets. It's confusing. You know, it was just this, and I was banking a breakout. It's like, okay, this could be a really good setup or just a small stop loss, which is less than 3 points. Fine, I'm fine with that. I'm okay losing that trade. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. But the best part is, Pandas, I am trading 100% risk-free with Apex 20 traders. I think I'll take a second entry short here. I think that's what I want. Maybe. I don't know what I want. All I know is I don't have a setup right now. So I'm sitting on my pause, waiting for a setup to come to me. Do I want a second entry short still? Beneath the 20 May. Break a trend new high. Second entry short. Interested in this trade. Looking to go short here. Thinking on the higher time frames we should have another push down in this trade. I'll come out with my entire position here. Let's go, baby. Whew. Could have actually had a runner there, but I'm fine with that. Let's go, baby. Second entry short. It's not the prettiest looking setup, but it's the second entry short on a downturn. A, B, C beneath the 20 MA. All right, we got one setup, pandas. Let's go, baby. Could have another push down here. I'm gonna sit on my pause on this one. A little far away from 20 May. To me, break a trend, new low has already happened. And we got break a trend to new low. So it's actually where I look for a reversal trade if I can find one. Outside bar reversal, not interested in that trade at all. Now I'll look for a long trade, actually. Reversal, major trend reversal here. And basically I'm looking for a two-legged that fails, second entry short, failure. And looking to go long, if possible. That's the setup I'm looking for right now. I mean, preferably this will happen bouncing off of support like yesterday's close. That would be nice. Then you kind of have more reason to be like, okay, this is a balanced major trend reversal, right? Break a trend new low. Just have a lot of things, a lot of price action telling you that it's going to reverse. But, you know, we'll see if we hit this support. That'd be nice if we can. Even if we get it here, I'll probably still go long. Thinking it's just bulls are front running this. Okay. Well, this is a two-leg you're forming here. It's an outside bar reversal. Let's see what happens. Very curious if we get our failed second entry short here. Hidden second entry long. I'm not going to consider this until we actually get a technical to like a pullback. Because technically that's a second entry short right here, right? Well, not technically. It's a hidden second entry short. What I mean by that is because, move this. We had an A, B, C outside bar reversal, A. So this is actually a trap now triggering to the upside. So this setup that I was talking about is actually happening right now. But it was a hidden second entry short, so I prefer the actual technical where we had to wait for the bar to finish. I want a technical second entry long, or technical fail second entry short. We actually wait for the candles to finish first. The reason why I wait for that is because I've been burned so many times taking these hidden second entries. My setup may still happen here. Right, fail second entry short. This is what we're looking for basically. Something like this, the 3 pushes up. I want to enter that 3rd push up. It's above the 20 EMA now, which is a good sign if you want to go long. The only bad thing is I wish we actually touched this, making it feel like we're bouncing off some sort of support, kind of bouncing off mid-air right here. And that's the only thing bad about this trade that that's the only bad thing about this trade right now for me. But this is a place where I'll look for a reversal typically, right, with a breaker trend to new low. And we just got that breaker trend to new low with the second entry short. And if you just took that second entry short there, you would have scalped out pretty nicely. I'll attempt this. Do not copy my trades. Thinking this is a fail second entry short here. Terrible signal bar. Not the worst signal bar. Four-point risk. Fail second entry short here. Do not copy my trades. I'm in this trade. Do not copy my trades. That's not the bar you want to see in your trade. I almost want to skunk this right away. Almost want to skunk this. Comes back to fill you up, break even again. And I might lose this trade. I might be on full tilt now if I lose this one. I almost want us to skunk it. I'm gonna skunk this trade. I just did not like that reaction. I do not like the reaction, and I just skunked it. So I'm down 250 still. I'm just skunking it. I'm just leaving it be. I didn't like how that looked like. I didn't like how it pushed up and pushed back down. And even if it goes off, bamboo pause. That's what I have. Bamboo pause. And it looks like it might be actually going to hit my target now. I just did not like that reaction. It scared me. It's too scary. It's too scary. But this is a reversal, major trend reversal. And it's a good setup in my opinion, but something about this bar just I didn't like, and that actually goes my way. Ah, pandas. Why? I'm on tilt. I think I got too scared. I just got too scared with this, knowing that this is right here. But that's a good trade. That's a major trend reversal. Had all the things for you. I just didn't like how this bar just went up, went back down, almost stops you out. You know, feel that feeling of getting stopped out and kind of like coming back. I'm on tilt. I'm on tilt. That was a 4-point risk, completely in my like risk tolerance, and just got too scared. Ends up being a nice major trend reversal, which is what we look for all the time on this stream. Oh, I'm just not reading this well. Not that I'm not reading it well. I mean, I felt like I read it well. You know what's tripping me up? It was this. That one loss is making me feel like I cannot bear the weight of another loss, and it's just like it's too scary for me. So this is why I think I'm so like hesitant to enter my trades. And this is what you get on this channel. You get all the psychological aspects. You know, this is what's happening, and it's good to be self-aware to know why I was scared to keep this trade. I saw it pop up, saw it pop back down, and that fear of, man, that actually triggered and stopped me out. You know, that double loss would have been too much, and so I'd rather just get out and enter a better trade. But moving on to the next, it was a nice MTR right here. Everything you're looking for. Like, how long ago was I mentioning this setup, you know, with a fail second entry short? Also, we had this support here, thinking we might come back to touch it. I just wasn't sure. Diego says signal bar wasn't good. That's true. Signal bar wasn't good. But when it comes to trap trades, you know, you're actually, you know, the signal bar is not as important. I think if it's really bad, you know, I typically don't take it. But signal bar is not that important because you're taking the momentum of the trap, right? Basically, people taking their stop losses. So you're trying to take that momentum. So that's why the signal bar is not as important. But the thing is, you do have to consider the risk, right? If the risk is too large, this was a 4-point risk. I was willing to take 4 points, and I just skunked it. I skunked it when I shouldn't have. I still made small profit. I basically made 1 point instead of 2 points, but I could have made 2 points there. Latrell says, I could not bear the weight. Let's go, baby. But yeah, signal bar is not as important, but I think the size of the signal bar is still very important. You know, if it's like a 5-6 point signal bar, then, you know, you have to consider that, because if you lose that, you have to be okay with losing every trade you enter. You know, in my opinion, you gotta be really okay losing every trade. If you're not okay losing that trade, like if the risk is too big or you're trading too large, then you're trading wrong. Demony Ho sounds like you're trading scared. Perhaps decrease your size. Maybe. I'm okay with taking the loser, but yeah, maybe not there. Just didn't like the fact that it popped up, came back down. I'm just like, so many times in the past where I see this happen and I can come out break even, yet I don't, and I regret it later. It's just all those memories came back. And I was just like, all right, I'm just going to just come out break even here, because this is giving me a chance to come out break even. And the fact I didn't even come out break even, I still made some money off that trade. All right, we have a failed second entry short here. So failed second entry long, sorry. Failed second entry long here. Creating another triangle. Getting a little choppy now. But yeah, outside bar reversal, not taking that. plus the risk is large. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 points risk. GG says, don't like the market at all today, but managed to catch $500 a day. Not even going to bother looking for more setups. Hope you end the day positive. Appreciate that. Me too. Me too. It is just one of those tricky days, but right, this fail second entry long does work. 4 pushes up, fail second entry long. Maybe now finally going back to where we thought we were gonna go, hitting that. Hitting yesterday's close. Pineapple Lim asks, normally how many points do you consider it too much risk? Convention says you should risk no more than 2% of your account. But when it comes to futures, that's, you know, you have to have a pretty large account for that to be true. As in, you know, let's say like you trade one contract, typically you risk about 4 points. Let's just say 4 points. That's $200. 2% account for $200 is a $10,000 account. So with one contract, that's why typically people say if you want to trade, you know what your margin should be. It should be for every contract you trade, you should have about $10,000, because in any typical trade, your typical risk is about 2% or about $200, and so that's how they come up with that number. And so for every contract, you should have about 10K, and that's a lot of money, right? So if you know, it just really depends. Marat Can FA says, any good trading courses? The problem is the actual good trading courses are very difficult. And most people are not willing to sit through them. But if you are very interested in a very good trading course, I always recommend Al Brooks, Brooks Trading Course online. There's a link in the description. It is an affiliate link, and so I do get a small kickback for that. So if you want to support me, you can click that link, or you can just go to the website and sign up for yourself. I could care less, but that information is there for you, and I think that is to me there's no close second when it comes to the information you gain in Al Brooks Trading Course. That's if you want to learn price action. And the problem is, like, most people when they first begin, they love indicators because it's easy and they don't have to think, and they think it's magical, and they think, to make money in the market, you don't have to work hard. You just need a magical indicator. And I was part of that camp. I started with indicators. Most people get introduced to trading with indicators. And so, yeah. But as I've made many mistakes and realized indicators are just like anything else, just a probability trade, I realized, man, these things are not working for me. And I stumbled across just doing price action, stripping my charts all I have is a 20 EMA. I have also, of course, the two-legged pullback indicator, trading range indicator that uses price action, right? These are just things that enhance price action. But at the end, you know, all the information you need is within the candles themselves. You know, all the indicators created, anyways, you know, out there are based off price action. So the thing is, you get delayed information with any of those indicators. Of course, you can try to trade divergences with those indicators, and you know, I found that divergences is probably the best way to use indicators. But again, those are, you know, it's not as easy because you have to have a lot of things forming up. Maybe a combination of a bunch of things could be the best way to trade, but at the end, for me, price action is good enough. You have a trap trade here, another trap here, but this fails and this trap's about to fail as well. So three traps in a row, basically failing. It just means it's choppy for me, so I have no direction. But we're so close to yesterday's close. I feel like we're gonna try to test it, maybe break through it, and then bounce back off of it. Not sure. I'm not comfortable going long until we hit this yesterday's close. Just going in and out of the 20 MA trading range indicator, giving us a trading range way back here with this cluster of candles. No, you know, signaling, hey, there might be a trading range, and it ends up coming out as a trading range. DA Social asks important questions such as you guys are funny. You know, people want to, you know, typically ask, you know, how do I know if breakouts will be successful? You know, how do I know when to fade trading ranges? How do I know if trends are going to continue? You know, instead of asking these dumb questions, you guys are asking the important questions such as, where did you get the name Bye Bye Money? I mean, this is what we really need to know. I'm just joking, of course. Bye Bye Money. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of like, you know, those things. I'm not sure what they're called, but those sayings that, you know, you kind of wish a bad thing to hope for a good thing, such as, you know, if you go on stage, hope you break a leg type thing, or, you know, if you break a plate, you know, if you work at a restaurant, you know, it's considered good luck. Maybe I was trying to, you know, gain some of that juju, but at the end, Bye Bye Money, I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to the market. You know, hopefully I can take the market's money and I can gain it for myself. That's the idea. So when I say Bye Bye Money, I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to I'm talking to the market here. Diego asking the tough questions such as, what coin is this? This is the Panda coin. It's the most liquid cryptocurrency in the world. In fact, yeah, I mean, it's been around before cryptocurrencies. It's insane. Outside bar reversal, outside bar reversal, two outside bar reversals in a row. It's getting nasty. Getting quite nasty here on the 2K chart. 2K chart, I think, is very difficult to trade right now. The 5-minute chart's actually not looking too bad to trade. I actually like the 5-minute right now, just because this is a very successful pattern or a setup that worked out for us. But so I'm thinking the best chart maybe to trade right now is 5-minute. Trap about to trigger here. Not interested in this trap. For me, there's no reason to enter this trap. In fact, I'll take probably this trap failing and reversing it back to this key area. I don't like that trap. Even with this signal bar like this, I don't like it. ES to the moon. ES to the moon. Hopefully that the ES is not a big rug pull. I almost want to take this failing here and going short. I actually want to go short here, trying to trade the opposite of this, because there's no reason for you to go long right here, in my opinion. I'm actually going to take this short trade here. Do not copy my trades. Do not copy my trades. This one might bite me in the tail here. Just trying to trade into chop. Full-blown tilt right now. If I get knocked out here, that's it. Ending the stream. Gonna have to say goodbye to you guys. Full-on tilt right now. Oh, I'm still in. I'm still in this trade. Technically, I'm still safe. It hasn't hit my stop loss yet, but most likely it's gonna hit my stop loss. Maybe I'll skunk this. Or diamond paw it. Let's go, baby. Diamond paws. Let's go. Maybe I should have skunked it. Maybe that was like the chance to skunk it. I could still skunk it. Diamond paws. Diamond paws. I'm about to come out break even my stop loss here. Too scared. Come on. Come on. Let's go, baby. If you ever want to learn how to gamble in the market, that is how you gamble, pandas. Just trade in pure chop, and that's what happens, pandas. Do not trade and chop like that, and you just get heart attacks. But that trap failing made me feel like we're gonna go short here with a clear target below, and not the best trade, not the best trading today. I would say today is that trade was sus. That trade was sus. My best trade was definitely this trade here that I actually ended up skunking, but yeah, that trade is a little sus. I was willing to lose that, but the failed trap here was the reason why. In fact, the better trade was 1, 2, 3 failures, right? 3 failed pushes up was a better trade to take and to go short here. That would have been the better trade to take after this lower high. But I got maybe a little too eager there. But pandas, with that being said, up 250. Let's go, baby. I will see you guys bright and early Monday. And just know, pre-market show, 9 o'clock, 9:15 for the mainstream. Hope everyone has an amazing, amazing weekend. And yeah, I'll see you guys bright and early on Monday. As always, happy trading and God bless. Bye.